Well, trustees of the Vegan Society have responsibility for deciding the overall policies of the society, deciding the strategy, how we're going to achieve our aims of promoting veganism, and also how we're going to protect the rights of vegans. So, for instance, we work on improving the provision of vegan food, especially for vegans who are in vulnerable situations, for instance in care homes or hospitals, and also trying to encourage vegan food to be provided in schools and things like that. It's really a dual role of looking after existing vegans and promoting veganism to attract new ones.
I think it's important to make a link. Matthew and I run a website called Vegatopia. One of the things we're trying to do is create links between different countries and create links between academia and activism, and try to create a more cohesive movement for veganism.
Our background is in sociology. We're both sociologists in academia, and I ran a lecture course on utopian studies for 3 years at Bristol University, and we've written a few papers discussing the idea about why veganism is a utopian movement. So we're talking about utopia in a positive sense, about transforming society in quite a radical way. So utopia often has negative connotations associated with it, that it's about something that's impossible or ridiculous or not worth trying. So we're arguing that veganism is a practical solution to a lot of very important issues in the world today. I suppose the biggest obstacle we have is people saying to us it's unrealistic, that not enough people will become vegan quickly enough. The implication of that seems to be do nothing, give up. And that's not an option for us. We have to try to do what we can.
Never give up.
Never give up, absolutely. But we do think there are hopeful opportunities emerging now. The debate about climate change, debates about food security, ongoing malnutrition. Despite the fact that enough food is produced to feed everybody in the world, it's not getting to the right people. The emergence of swine flu and other zoonotic diseases associated with factory farming in particular. There's many opportunities where veganism is a really sensible, practical solution. We need a political will to make it happen, but we also need academics like us to be doing research and to be making a contribution to the vegan movement and giving some good evidence for what we're arguing. So we can argue a logical case that's very persuasive, but a lot of people, they require scientific papers and this kind of authority that goes with that. So that's part of what we're trying to do, is to secure academic publications to give more authority to the vegan movement. One of our main interests is thinking about the similarities between the way that exploitation of animals and humans happens, and we think there are very close similarities. So in terms of food, people don't think about where it's come from. They don't think about the exploitation of the animals or the workers who are supposedly caring for those animals. But also in terms of more general themes, more general sociological themes about inequalities in wealth and income, class inequalities, inequalities of gender, inequalities in terms of ethnicity. And so vested interests, people with an interest in exploiting other people and the planet and other animals, behave in similar ways and use similar strategies. So we're interested in trying to understand those, and so for instance challenging advertising that is misleading about the conditions of animals and the conditions of workers that are involved in caring for them. There's a kind of philosophical difficulty with respecting animals because of how similar they are to humans or not. And I think we also need to respect other animals for their differences, because other animals can do many things that we can't do. They understand the world in ways that we can't understand and we never will understand. We can attempt to empathize with them, but that's all we can do. So, and this goes for other human beings as well.
I think to wake up people is to keep on trying to wake up people, is to keep on trying to get the message out there that animals are sentient beings, that they are, as Matthew said, they're in some ways similar to us. They have certain feelings that we can empathize with, but in many ways they're different to us. But that difference shouldn't be a barrier against allowing them to live their lives without interference, without exploitation. In the same way, we should be allowing all other humans to live their lives, irrespective of who they are or where they come from, or whether or not we can empathise completely with them or with their beliefs. You know, that still gives us no right to exploit them.
Going vegan is one step. Once you've gone vegan, most vegans will tell you, you think, why didn't I do this sooner? You feel better in so many ways, psychologically, physically. You can make a difference to the world. So hope feeds off hope. You know, if you go vegan, try and get other people to go vegan. And go vegan, never give up.
Thank you very much.